So there's a couple of things that I just want to pass along to you guys while you're singing live. And these are just a couple of things that might be helpful to you in the future, and just a couple of tips and tricks. And so the first thing is it's always good to understand when to sing and when not to sing. So let's talk about the lead vocalist first. Usually you're wanting to sing all of the lyrics and all of the melody of the entire song. But there might be a case where, say there's a time where you've sang the chorus several times through the song and you want the congregation to start singing. Well, a thing you could do is just allow them to sing. And then you could back off the mic and not sing at all. And it actually helps them. It's a weird, just psychological thing. Everybody in the congregation starts to sing a little bit louder because they realize now we're leading the song. And so that's something you could do as a lead vocalist, is to help people sing out a little bit more, is to choose to not sing a part so that they go, oh, we need to be singing here, and not just, observing, but actually coming in and singing. As far as a background vocalist, that's going to be a different story. You want to, as a background vocalist, choose your spots. So if you sing harmony through the entire song, that might be a bit much. So I think that probably a good rule of thumb is to think about probably the choruses are good spots to sing on. But the verses, you might want to just sing a small part of a line, or even back out completely, stay off the mic, and just sing along with the melody. But I think it's important for a background vocalist, again, we talked before, to be that support. And sometimes it is the right thing to do just to not sing for a second and then come back in where it does support things. And you just want to make sure that there's never a time that you're running over that melody, but you're actually supporting the melody. Another thing that I think is really helpful, and this I can't emphasize it enough, is that as a vocalist, you think, I really just need to work on my voice, and the rest will take care of itself. One of the main things that vocalists forget is that they actually need to be good at tempo as well. And so what I mean by this is that you can actually be a great vocalist and really throw the band and the congregation off by not understanding how to stay on tempo. Another aspect of just a good, staying steady on the tempo is that songs actually, the melody is not just about the melody, but it's also about the rhythm of the melody. And so let me show you a song that you know, Jingle Bells, okay? So if I play Jingle Bells, I would be just playing a couple notes. So, well, there's something like that. So that's Jingle Bells. But if I played the wrong notes but the right rhythm, watch what happens, okay? See, that's not the right melody, but it is the right rhythm. So what does that tell you? It tells you that someone can understand what a song is rhythmically, and the melody doesn't even have to be correct. And so what it really says is that melody and rhythm both matter. And so it's really important for vocalists to understand, I need to stay on time with the song. And I'm not prescribing that you do a wrong melody, but I am prescribing that you do stay on tempo and learn, maybe work with a metronome as you sing. And so hopefully that will help you. And then one other thing that could be helpful for you is that we sing into these things called microphones. And if you're not used to singing on a microphone, then that might be just a weird experience for you at first. And so because the tendency is when you start to sing on a microphone, you'll get really close to it and all of a sudden hear your voice louder and kind of different than what you're normally used to hearing. And so there's a few things that we want to encourage as far as technique when it comes to microphones. There's two different things. We're going to call one of them the lollipop, and then the other thing, the necklace, okay? And so think about the microphone as something that you don't want to be a lollipop. And so you don't want it to be something you're actually on top of so much that you're about to eat it, okay? The other thing is you don't want it so far away that it becomes just this necklace. So you want a happy medium. You want it to be maybe just like an inch and a half away from your voice. And then you want to be able to move back and forth on it a little bit to determine, like, because there's going to be louder parts and softer parts that you sing. So say you're singing a softer passage in like, say, on a verse or a bridge or something, you want to come up a little bit closer to the mic. But say you're on this huge part in the bridge that you're almost to the point of your fullest voice, really loud. Well, you don't want to be right on top of that. You want to back off just a little bit more. And so these slight changes can really help a sound engineer and help you be able to be heard and not distorted or so far away that they have to turn you up to the point where it starts to feed back and they're not able to hear you properly. And so those are just a couple of things microphone-wise that might help you as you are leading. So in summary, the things we've talked about in this section is we've talked about just the purposes of the lead vocalist and the background vocalist. We've also talked about just how to get a good quality vocal every single time when you're singing. And then the last thing are just a few tips and tricks to help you along the way. And so hopefully this has been really helpful for you, and thanks for listening.